Selecting suppliers and managing relationships can be a tricky business because a lot of small businesses are dealing with suppliers who are much bigger than them. But there's 3 factors I suggest you consider. They include, obviously, selecting the supplier, managing the relationship, and where necessary, managing the physical logistics. Now, supplier selection comes down to a lot more than just the obvious product, price, negotiated terms. It can also be influenced by their ethics and values and beliefs. So when you work with the right suppliers, you can showcase to your customer base that the kind of products you're working with come from someone who shares the same values as you and them. Other important considerations with supplier selection are things like their reputation. Are they good to work with? And getting references from other similar businesses or people who've worked with them in the past is a way to find out if they're the sort of people that you can work with. And that leads us into flexibility. Are they open to smaller minimum order quantities, more frequent replenishment deliveries, things that will affect your stock levels, or perhaps help you deal with periods of unexpected demand? Do they offer flexible terms like sale and return? Really important if you're trialing new ranges. So selecting suppliers is a lot more than the basics. Then when it comes to managing suppliers, as I say, they may well be quite a lot bigger than you, but that doesn't mean that you don't have the right to manage that relationship just as professionally as if you were one of the larger retailers. Set targets and KPIs, things like complete and on-time delivery, and monitor that. Have meetings with the supplier to feed back on their performance, to let them know how their products are doing in your stores. Also, suppliers are often willing to provide you with contributions to promotions to help fund promotions to push their products, and they might provide you with visual merchandising as well. So don't underestimate the importance of building strong supplier relationships. Finally, physical logistics. If you offer home deliveries, remember that that delivery person might be the last person that customer meets who represents your brand experience. So you want to make sure that it's a good quality delivery driver and somebody who will do the right thing by your brand and by your product. If you can afford it, having your own in-house drivers is a much better option than working with third parties. But of course, if it is a third party, apply the same selection techniques as you would with any normal product supplier, and you should be fine.